Easy here. Alright. So what we're gonna be doing today will be another pure fiction video. I actually recorded earlier one during my first try. However, I think because of some mic issues, I have to re-record the whole entire process. Alright, so let's just jump into it. Okay. As you can see, I've already cleared level 3 and level 4. And with any new cycle for MOC or pure fiction, usually you can start at a specific stage. And then when you clear it with full stars, uh, you will be able to claim for the lower floors as well, which is what I already did. Alright. So, I actually use these teams, alright, to clear already. So just to show you guys, even though this is mostly a follow-up attack pure fiction, okay, you don't necessarily really have to have purely fully attack teams in order to be able to clear the content. Alright, as you can see, the first team on top is a follow-up attack team with Clara and Topaz, and at the bottom is the dot team. Okay, dot teams are in a really very nice position at this point of time simply because they are really very consistent. Okay, and even if there is no elemental weakness, which thankfully down here for level 3 there is, okay, even if they're not really banking off the follow-up buffs, okay, they still can perform just as well. Alright, so then there is also this one buff, okay, at least for this team we're gonna use flattery. When ultimate deals damage to enemy target, is going to be considered as a follow-up attack, so then it can still get some benefits because whenever they cast an ultimate, it's going to be considered a follow-up attack. Alright, okay. Then for this team, what I'm going to be using is Spear. Right, so whenever a character hits an enemy with a follow-up attack, okay, everybody is just going to speed forward. Okay, so this is really nice. And since I have two follow-up attackers on this team, this should do really well. Alright, so let's go. Okay. So, as usual, we start out with all the buffs. Alright. It's gonna be more of like a showcase. Alright, to see like what they can really do. So everything's all gonna run on auto. I'm just gonna let and see how RNG is gonna affect us a little bit. Alright, because the first time round when I ran with this team, Clara and Topaz, this follow-up team actually managed to get me 40k points. Then we have Bronya, and this happens every single time. Like the animation just kind of like lags out my phone. So I apologize for that. I don't really have a better phone at the moment. So, but at this point, as you can see, I think I've used Clara in other pure fiction as well. Whenever there is physical weakness, okay, so she really does pretty well. And even though probably not as well as probably like Argentine for this content, but she still can pop off pretty well. Right. And the fact that the boost which gives them action forward, that really actually helps to speed things up. As you can see, we are still at like the first turn, and we have already gotten 12k points. So we are looking at doing pretty well at the moment. That's kind of like based that when you're buff and Sabrock just comes and just smack the fella only. But yeah, we are really at the halfway point and we're also at 20k. So it looks like I should be able to recreate the 40k win. Okay, so Bronya's gonna buff everybody out. As you can see, the whole entire team will just keep being pushed forward every time Clara gets attacked. You see everybody's going up again. So that's actually really helping quite a lot. Because we are already at the last wave really. And let's see whether we can finish everything off within one cycle to get the 40k clear. Again, there's still quite a bit of RNG, especially when you're always playing with Clara, because you always want her to get hit. So if she doesn't get hit, okay, it can be you can screw out the plans a little bit, right? But so far, at the very least, 30k shouldn't be a problem to be able to get the first half in order for you to be able to get 60k to get all 3 stars. Okay, so we're already there already, right? As you can see, we still got one more cycle to go and we are on track on getting a 40k clear. Okay, looks like it's alright. Okay, so we got one more turn left. We just need to, I think, kill off these 3 buggers and then we should be able to get a 40k clear. Okay, it looks like we should be able to get it. And we did. Alright. Although it was cutting a little bit close though. Right, but we still got it. Okay, I think that the last round when I used this team, we did about 30 plus 33k or something like that. Okay, so we ended up with 73k. So I don't know whether this time round RNG is gonna play a different part and see whether we can actually get a better score. Alright, so let's take a look, see how it goes. Game is lagging pretty badly. Okay, quite a number of Arcana stacks have popped off, so I think we should be able to do pretty decent damage at this point of time. Later on in the next floor, you'll be able to see that, like, you know, again, I'll be using the same team for the second half. Alright, it just goes to show that, like, how very consistent dot teams are at this point in time. Like, you know, they have little to no trouble clearing any type of content in the game, right? You talk about, like, you know, damage focused content like MOC, pure fiction. Okay, they can do it, and even a lot more content in regards to like, let's say like the simulated universe stuff, Song Disaster, Go and Gears, like actually the Nihility path is actually a very good path to be able to clear all the content as well, and very comfortably at that as well. Okay, as you can see, we've already hit 60k. Alright, and the third wave, and we got turns to go. Just hope that RNG is a little bit more in our favor. It's just that, like, because there's like almost like no follow-up attack for this team, so the only buff that I can take advantage of is the one where it uses the ultimate attack. Yeah, I only got one more turn. I don't know whether I can clear everything out in time. Probably if I didn't run a healer, I might be able to do it. But I think I'm going to settle for probably I think it's going to end up the same as the last round when I tried it. Okay, it's probably going to end up about 73k. Okay, I still got her ultimate, and this will probably be the last time it's gonna pop off. Oh, 77k. Well, close enough to a full clear. Alright, okay, so we actually did better than my first attempt. My first attempt, I think I was at 73k. So now, as you can see, we hit a new record. Okay, so right, let's go over to the 4th floor. Alright, so this was again follow-up focus. Okay, I don't have Herta built up, so I'm not going to be using her here. Actually, probably here would be fantastic for the Herta and Himiko combination, but unfortunately my Herta is I didn't bother to build up Herta, so I'm just going to run with this. Yep, so same thing. Okay, we're gonna do the advanced forward thing. Okay, and I'm gonna keep all the buffs the same. Alright, for this one, for the level 4, this is actually going to be my 3rd time trying. The first time I tried, okay, I actually tried to squeeze in Dr. Ratio for the second team, and it didn't really work out that well. I think we only did like 20 over K and stuff like that kind of thing. So but the funny thing was that, like, from the first time and the second time that I actually did it, alright, the Himiko and Topaz thing had very quite big differences. Alright, the first time I think I did like 33k. The second time I only did 28k. So there is some RNG factor to the thing. Also, it's got to do with the fact that I think on the 3rd wave, Topaz will start to target the main boss, which kind of takes away a lot of things. Later on, you all will be able to see. Okay, I'm not quite sure whether I still want manual the whole entire thing, but then I'm just gonna play auto and let RNG do its part. Alright, so let's go. Maybe I should give manual a try, and at some point I mean, for content like this, like, I'm a little bit lazy to think too much about it. I kind of just like to set up my whole entire team and then just watch them do their thing. Yeah. Bronya is probably gonna alternate between Topaz, buffing Topaz and buffing Himiko at different times. Okay, so that's nice. Pop, okay. So she is going to break, and after that she's gonna pop off there. Okay, and then pop off again. Okay, that's gonna cost quite a bit. Alright, so looks like the start of a good run. One turn in only and we are already at 10k. I think quite a bit of problem that I had with the last few runs was that the timing in which Hibiko lands her ultimate was pretty bad. So we couldn't really take advantage of her breaking from her ultimate. Okay, so that helps. Okay, fresh new enemies, and timing wise it's a lot better this time around as compared to the last time when I actually tried it out. I don't think I will be able to get a 40k clear, but then at the very least I think I should be able to get mid 30s looking at the way things are going. Crap, I forgot to switch off my notifications. Right, okay, well, I hope nothing too personal pops up. Okay, we got 2 more turns, we're already at 22k. Yeah. And I think I got CC'd quite a bit as well, so that's another thing to consider. Okay, right, okay. Then she's gonna land her ultimate. I don't think there's gonna be much to break else. Alright, okay. I think it slows down quite a bit because some of the plants at the side don't have fire weakness. Break, okay, managed to end that one. Then get some action forward as well. As you can see, it's really starting to slow down quite a bit in terms of how many points I'm getting. Still not too bad. Yeah, from the looks of it, I'm definitely gonna be heading towards around 30k-ish points. As you can see already, some of the CCs are starting to come into effect. And that will definitely slow things down. I don't even know whether I can get 30k like that. Okay, alright, that's a good thing. Yes, I think should still be able to finish off. 30k? 30k? No? Okay, well, close enough. But the thing is, even though I don't have that much elemental advantages, I think there's not much win. I think only a few enemies, but for the most part it's all lightning. But Kafka will still pull a lot of weight because we actually did a 40k clear for the second half the last time I did it. Alright, so if I remember correctly, it was a very comfortable 40k clear as well. Dot teams are just so comfortable to use these days, you know. Because like even when there is off element, they still can bring a lot of good consistent damage. You can see there. Just the pops already is like, you know, even though it's like I think most probably all of them only have like one Arcana stack. And then they are still popping off for like, you know, a good 40k each, which is not too bad. As you can see, while one cycle in, you're already at 14k. Alright, we already cleared the first two waves already. So that means we already got 20k in. So usually how it's broken down is like 10k for the first two waves and it's 20k for the last wave. If you can clear everything across the board, then you can get the full 40k clear. That's pretty good damage from Kafka. As you can see, if I get 40k, I think I should get close to 70k. So we are definitely on our way there. I still have like 1.5 turns left. Pop, pop. Gonna do her thing. You can see I still have one more turn. And we're already gonna hit the limit already. We're almost all gonna die already. And there you go. Alright. Okay. As I mentioned, like, you know, I broke the record. I think earlier on I did only 28k, so for the first half. So this time around we did a little bit better, closer to 30k, and then we got a full 40k clear. Alright, okay. So, alright. As you can see, like, you know, the dot teams actually does pretty well in generally every single situation. Right, even in this, like even, I mean, partly is because my Himiko is not really very well built. We can go and take a look as well. Okay. As you can see, she got pretty shit crit ratios. Attack only. I probably could have put better stuff on it, yeah, but I didn't want to fiddle around with things too much. Okay, her speed's still kind of lowish as well. Okay, she is an E2 though, but I don't know whether that really makes much of a difference. So as you can see, if I had better stats on her, if I probably built her a little bit better, I probably could have better results. right? Okay, but generally, even if you're taking a look at it, because in terms of investments, my follow-up team versus my dot team. My dot team is a little bit better, but then it's not very much better. Dot teams in general just tend to be a lot easier to build because there is no creep focus at all. So there are a lot lesser stats for you to kind of like worry about, and which is why, like, other than they need uh, more people in the roster as options to play with, but with the introduction of Black Swan, that kind of like clears everything all off the board, and makes playing Kafka and Black Swan together as the prime DOT team such a very comfortable experience. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. All right, and probably give you like some ideas because other than I think ratio for the second half, if you don't have follow-up team, dot team will actually do just as well. Um, I'm thinking with the release of Sparkle as well. Probably Jingwen will probably do very well for this round. But I don't have Sparkle, I don't have Jingwen, so I can't really show that as well. So yeah, so that's kind of it. All right, okay. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching. You guys have a good day. I'll see you guys in the next video.